You know, South Carolina plays Missouri this weekend. And I'm facing a classic conundrum, as Meemaw would call it, because on one hand, it's Cocktober, and you rarely want to go against South Carolina in Cocktober. But the problem is it may be Cocktober because they got beat by Florida last week. So maybe the script has been flipped a little bit. South Carolina kind of seems lost at the moment. And that's a problem because Missouri just beat down Kentucky. Now, a casual walks in the room and says, oh, that's free money then. If they play each other this week in Missouri's building, mind you, it's got to be free money. That's the problem. It seems that way. Missouri -7 seems that way. And I don't know, kids. I'm not so sure. But then I dive into the game, and everything that is in front of me is screaming, lay the points with Missouri. Listen to this. Missouri, 16th in pass yards per game this year offensively. South Carolina is 133rd defensively in pass yards per game. I checked. You can't get any worse. We only got 133 teams doing this thing at the FBS level. So they couldn't be worse if they tried statistically. There's an added concern, if that's not already bad enough. Brady Cook was only average last week. That's the Missouri quarterback. He was only average. It gets even worse than that. South Carolina, the last 3 wide receiver ones they faced, these were the stat lines. 7 catches for 256, 9 catches for 104, 10 catches for 166. Luther Burden, the number 1 receiver from Missouri, maybe better than all of them, he's gone over 105 of his last 6 games, but last game he didn't. Last game, 2 catches for 15 yards. So I got a team that's rolling, coming home off a beatdown of Kentucky, and the quarterback and best receiver didn't even necessarily go off last week, and they're facing the 133rd rated pass defense in the game this Saturday. What's the path for South Carolina? I want to know. What's the path? It can't be this simple, right? Well, Spencer Rattler's the path. The quarterback's the path. Missouri's got the 73rd rated pass defense in the country, so he could find a ton of success. Jaden Daniels did. LSU came up there last week or a couple weeks ago, 259 through the air, 3 passing touchdowns. So it's there to be had. However, in all caps, however, Road Rattler has been kind of sketchy. Spencer Rattler on the road, his completion percentage drops 26% when he's on the road versus at home. He has 113 fewer pass yards per game on the road versus at home. His home stat line, 10 touchdowns, 1 interception. His road stat line, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. So, just because something has been a certain way doesn't mean it will be. I know the rule. We state it on the show all the time. So, is Road Rattler all of a sudden going to shine this Saturday? Missouri's defense, 103rd in explosive plays allowed. Yeah, the plays are there to be had. Xavier Leggett for South Carolina, 10 receptions of 30 yards or more, 6 receptions of 40 yards or more. Both of those are tied for number 1 in FBS. So there are some indicators for South Carolina, many more indicators for Missouri. But my point is, did you notice that everything I just read screams offense, offense, offense? There's a best bet here, but it's not on the side. Like, I'm going to lean Missouri to win. Let's take a look at the model, by the way, Colin. I'm going to lean Missouri to win, and I'll even lean Missouri minus the points. But I don't care about that because the Pate State model just has Missouri winning by 8. So we think the number's pretty right. I don't think the total's right. The total's at 60.5 right now. And so we are taking Missouri, South Carolina over 60.5, and that is a Ramen Noodle Express best bet. I'm not even making you wait until the end of the show. We are adding that one right now, and I will repeat it at the end of the show. So Missouri to win, Missouri to cover, we'll see. But that over, and remember the one other total bet that we hit with Missouri was a couple of weeks ago. The LSU line was way off. We think this line's way off as well. Don't be betting irresponsible amounts of money on that just because I sound confident. Same unit size as always, no immunity, be professional, and be disciplined while you're at it.